We cover a lot of really great topics. So here we go. Welcome back. We're starting off with our quote like we do every time. So here's my quote for today. All things are difficult before they are easy. And that came from Thomas Fuller. And I love this quote because, new year, fresh year, this is the time where we really, I think, dive in and try new things, right? And new things are scary and new things are not easy right away. But reminding ourselves that it's going to be difficult, but one day it will be easy. We are going to look back and go, gosh, I thought that was going to be hard forever, but it was only hard for that short bit. I'm so glad I didn't give up. Right. So let's just keep that centered as we go into this new year, trying new things, maybe going for the escape for the first time or the third time. But that when we try new things, they will be difficult until we find the ease of them. So, speaking of escape, who's all in for Jamaica? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how hard it was to keep that secret for as long as we did. Oh, we were just bursting at the seams to announce that one at the end of the year. So fun. So we're heading to Jamaica. We got everything announced this year. You've got dates, you've got location, we've got it all out there on the website. We're so excited for you all. It's going to be a good one, right? Oh, Jennifer, you felt like you were about to give up yesterday. Don't feel that way. We're here to lift you up. We're going to leave today with some new inspiration, okay? Rhonda Green says she's actually been to this resort and she said it's beautiful. That's amazing. Love that. Island time is a good time. Couldn't agree with you more, Stephanie. There is something unique about visiting an island and the people on it. It's just a slower pace of life, right? Rebecca's going for sensational this year. Heck yes, you are. We're going to Jamaica. Okay. So here's what else that announced. Whoa. When we announced the escape, we also announced that we're continuing the winning wild card promotion. Okay. What this means is if wild card is what you have your eyes set on this year, for every new person you bring in and achieve level 2 with, we're going to put your name in the draw to win an extra time. Now we know when we hit Sunriser and above, we're guaranteed a spot on the trip, but we have those 20 spots reserved for those that get their name drawn. And so you have a little more control over your destiny and trying to increase your odds of being a winner. Okay. And for those setting their sights on Sunriser and above, we are bringing back Extend the Sun, and have already announced this. Okay. And so, Extend the Sun is a little different this year. We've simplified it. This year, it's additive. So for every additional people that you're helping get to level 2 on these scales, you're earning additional gifts. Let's take a look. So if you bring in 4 people, right, by the end of July and hit at least Sunriser by the end, no matter where you're at, if you're Sunriser, Sungazer, Sunchaser, wherever you land at the end, if you get your 4 people in by the end of, June 30th, not July. Let's not misquote from the very start. If you get your 4 people in by June 30th, you're getting an extra day. Okay. If you get 6 people in by the end and you hit that Sungazer level, not only are you getting the extra day, we're going to also add in the round trip airport shuttle. But then you got to be at Sungazer, guys. Okay. So this grows by the number of people you add and get to level 2 and what level you end up at, right? So if you end up at Sunriser at the end, you're getting the extra night. If you get Sungazer, meaning you have your 6 in by June and you get you had your people in place, you're getting the extra night and you're getting the airport shuttle. If you get 8 people in by June and you land at Sunchaser, you're going to get the extra night. You're getting a round trip airport shuttle, and you're getting a VIP departure, which is a really cool experience. And at the very top here, if you can get 10 people in before June 30th, and you get the extra night, you get the private transfer for 2 instead of the shuttle, you get a VIP experience at the airport, and you're getting some extra cash. And you can see there by market what it is. Rhonda, they do not all have to be in by June 30th. This is a perks program to encourage you to get them in early. So if you want to just pace it out throughout the year and you want to do 4 by the end, you're just going to get your normal stay. But if you can do 4 by the end of June 30th, you'll get an extra day. Now, let me give you a scenario. Let's say you had 4 in by June 30th, but you overachieve and you wind up at Sensational. What do you get? You're getting the extra day. So you're not going to get those other perks, but you will get your extra day. So by growing, you're going to keep the extra day, or you're going to keep whatever you achieved up to. They do not need to be qualified by June 30th. You just need to have them on their team. So just like every other year, you have until the end to help them achieve level 2. And it can be other people. So let's say you got 4 people in by June 30th. One of them is looking like they're not going to hit level 2. So you sponsor a 5th person in September. That person does hit level 2. We will still honor your Extend the Sun, just like we have today. Okay. Diane said, so excited. I got a new advisor and a beginner class in January. Congratulations. Rebecca said, that's awesome. That's new because I don't think I got that this year. That is awesome. Yes, it is different than how we did it this last year. So this is a twist on it, and we wanted to make it simpler. Okay. So if we want to talk nuance, you give me a call, right? Shoot me an email coach. We will talk nuance with you, but this should be much simpler to follow. Okay. All right. What are we giving away to our new advisors right now? We have the exclusive crop caddy and the tool case, plus the noteworthy page. So this is what new advisors are getting right now. It's a super great gift. It should feel pretty exclusive. And really, tools, and everyone loves storage, right? Like that's the name of the game. Oh, Lori, you're so sweet. Thank you. Ruth said this is a fantastic gift. I agree. It's getting people really excited. We have really tried to dial in on these advisor gifts and make sure that we're offering exciting and exclusive solutions to your people to encourage them to want to join your team. Because if the offer is great, it's exciting to go. Tracy said that was a motivating way to do Extend the Sun. Yay, I'm glad you love it. Good. Rebecca said this convinced 2 people to join last night. Congrats, Rebecca. You're well on your way to Sensational, girl. All right. Water bottle. Who has their water bottle? Anybody? I love this thing. If you watched the webinar at the end of the year here, we talked all about this because it's not just a water bottle. You guys, it's so much more than this. It is a goal setting tool. Okay. So it comes with all of these stickers, and these are vinyl stickers, meaning they are dishwasher safe. And I love it because this is going to help you set smart goals to get you on the track for growth, whether that's the escape or just stepping out of your comfort zone. Leslie, this is still available, and you got to factor in your advisor discount. Okay. Because when we publish a price, it's also dependent on what your level you are at, because you're going to get up to 40% on your own products, right? So keep that in mind when you're purchasing this, that there is the posted price, but you get paid your commission on everything you purchase. Okay. And what I love about this is it is going to map out growth for you this year. Heather said she's already got 7 stickers on hers. Incredible. For those of you that have, Beth Beller said she loves hers. I love it too. And I think what I think is great if you have a team is do this together. Let's map this out as a team, right? Jen's got 3 stickers on hers. So leaders in the chat, if you're seeing the excitement here, let's capitalize on this with our team. Let's find a goal buddy. If you're on a team, find someone on your team to do these with, to keep each other accountable. Connie's got 8 stickers already. Rebecca said she wishes she would have copied the stickers beforehand so she could put it in her album. Oh, I love that idea. I'm glad you guys are loving it. I think it's a great tool. I will bring this up and create the best down the road. We may even tackle some of these goals together. Does that sound good? So that we can be adding stickers as a team. So if you like that idea, let's drop it in the chat. These are available. We have a fun video coming out that features this water bottle. So leaders, you'll be able to share that with your teams very soon. I saw it yesterday. It's great. Tracy's echoing what I said. You get commission back on your water bottle. So it is a different price than what is published, right? So yeah, let's get our water bottles. Let's grow together this year. We'll use this as a vehicle. We're not going to touch on it today, but I wanted to bring it up since it is still available to buy and you want to hop on this now. Lots of love for the water bottle in the chat. Okay. That's great. And you know what? You can still work with your team virtually, Lisa. I see your comment about living away, not close to your upline. There's a lot of people in here that don't live physically close to their team and still connect in a meaningful way. So don't be afraid to reach out for support, okay? All right. What else do we have here? Postcards. Guys, get them in. We've already received over 600 postcards. Isn't that amazing? Check out that fat stack of postcards. So our team is working hard. If you haven't seen your credit yet, oh, April, I've got a preview of the wall for you today. I'm glad you asked, but look at all these beautiful goals rolling in. Keep posting these in the achievements group. What a great way to hold yourself accountable and put it out in the universe. If you did not buy the advisor box, remember you can still print off a copy of the postcard. It's on the landing page where all the New Year announcements were. Okay. And once you will not get the CM credits. So if you bought the box and you have the physical postcard, you get a CM credit of $20.25 to honor the new year. But we still want to know your dreams. So even if you didn't purchase a box, get us your postcard. We want to know. We want to know what you're dreaming about this year. Okay. Your postcard needs to be postmarked before the end of January. So by January 31st, you need that thing postmarked to be credit. Okay. If you don't see your credit rolling in, it's taking us time. Like I said, we have over 600 of these guys. So keep checking in, check for those credits. And if after January ends and you know you mailed it in, you're not seeing the credit, feel free to reach out to customer service. You don't need to hashtag anything when you post it on the achievements group. I think it's just more fun, right? So yeah. Will the system accept the 25 cents? Yes, it will, Pam. We've got that all worked through. So, all right. Then, ta-da! Look at the beautiful wall of dreams. Isn't it so fun? Isn't this so beautiful? Carrie, one of our designers, hand painted this, you guys. She hand painted this. It's stunning. Our whole home office loves it. It's such an inspiring thing to come into and see. She did an incredible job. And as you can tell, the wall mimics the postcard design. So we wanted to share that with all of you. I'm glad you're loving it. I'm going to share your love to Carrie. So if you want her to see your compliment, get it in the chat now. This is in our Stock Rapids office, Caroline, because we are not in our Minneapolis office yet. So this is your chance. Kudos to Carrie. Get it in the chat for me, and I'm going to share that with her. Okay. So this is our beautiful wall of dreams. So we keep you guys top of mind, and we are going to start filling this up with all the dreams and aspirations you've sent to us. Okay. So we will get an updated photo once the cards are all on there. But this is the wall of dreams prior to your dreams being added. All right. It is dreamy. Moving on. Ooh, we had a lot of announcements today, and we haven't even gotten to the sneak peek yet. I got to get this ball rolling. So let's get warmed up. You know what we start with? It's beginner class examples. Y'all are already out there going nuts. Like I was talking to Jill about this, and I said, what does a typical week look like in terms of number of events that you guys get submitted to our website? And she said, a typical week we see 200 to 300 events posted that are brand new. You guys are posting anywhere from 300 to 500 events a day right now. A day. So let's keep that going. Let's keep this momentum up. Let's get these events out there. And today, let's see if we can't inspire you. These are beginner classes that have already happened in January, and it is only the 16th. Rock on, you guys. So let's celebrate those that hopped on there and they got going right away this year. Okay. So here's our wins. We're starting off with Terry Edwards, and Terry is awesome at participating with Create the Best. So Terry, I hope you're on today. She had a page kit class, and she invited this person was invited by an existing customer. Okay. This is a great way to meet new people. Remember, your customers have completely different circles of influence than you do. So let's get out there and let's have our customers advocate for us. So yay, Terry, for having that happen. She showed her how to use punches, trimmers, and the border system. I let her try the tools, and afterwards she used a 12-inch trimmer to create her first simple page kit. She purchased the trimmer and the corner rounder. This is the power of getting their hands dirty, right? And doing. What would she do differently? She'd already talked about the advisor advantage to the group of regular attendees, but she needs to do a better job of doing this one-to-one with her beginners. And I can't agree more. I know we are always tentative, like this person's brand new. Are they going to take that leap? Yes, they will. Don't be afraid to talk about becoming an advisor right away. You will be shocked at how many people are like, yeah, why wouldn't I start right at the beginning? Right? I've got all these things to buy. There's a lot of advantages to being an advisor from the start. So great job, Terry. I love that you called that out. I love to see that edit change coming soon, right? Let me catch up. The chat's going crazy. Rhonda Green said, I'm struggling to figure how to get beginner classes. Well, girl, you're at the right place because we talk about it every week. Lisa said, I started hosting monthly crops in November, but November and December were only myself, my daughter, and my best friend. For this Saturday, she is 14. Yay! She has a beginner card class and a private scrapbooking class. Congratulations, Lisa. Way to stick with it. That is important. April said, woohoo, Terry. Christy said, I accidentally posted one that started at 1 a.m. Whoops. We can change that for you, Christy. Email customer service. Debbie said, yay, Terry, inspiring. Jenny said, my first beginner class is coming up. I have 2 confirmed already and invited 4. Good job, Jenny. Kelly said, awesome, Terry. Pam is saying, LOL, Christy, there's probably an audience for that. There may be. Connie said, let's plant those seeds. Marcia said, I became an advisor at my first triangle and strips class 20 years ago. I love it. Rhonda said, my crops are going well and I started a calendar and a card class and project recipe classes. I just need new people. Well, this is how we come to learn who to invite, right? You're in a good spot for that. Sharon said, I'm trying to find a location. It's a struggle. It certainly can be, but let's keep it simple, right? Even hosting in your own home or asking your friends to host from the beginning, you can do beginner classes right around the kitchen table, right? Krista said, I just had a beginner class during my crop and this is great. And now someone's coming next month to the crop. I need to get a photo from a friend as she took the photo. How long do we have to submit? There's no expiration on submitting, Krista. No expiration. Tanya said, I've got my crops on the site for Q1. Leslie Ann said libraries are great. Yes, they are. They are free. They have some rules on how you sell there, which usually you can't, but they also are a great space for classes. Couldn't agree more. Claire had her first class during a crop last week. Good job. Linda said I had 2 newbies at my first crop in January, hopefully a sewing trend. I want to get, I'm sorry, you guys, I have this tickle. I'm going to mute and cough and come right back. Ooh, this lingering cough is driving me nuts. So I'm sorry. So she had 2 newbies at her first crop in January, hopefully a trend. I want to give thanks and a shout out to fellow advisor Suzanne Collins from Calgary. She saw my Facebook lament about not getting page kit number 12 embellishments for her customers and me and sent her 3. You guys, isn't that community? Love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Congratulations for helping each other out. I love that. Jenny said local libraries are great. I agree. April said look at local places. Raleigh's Bel Air has an event center in the grocery store for free. Great tip. Panera's don't mind. Agree. Restaurants, if you're there during off hours, typically don't care if you have small events there. Beth said, ask your customers if they have a clubhouse. Yes, people that live in like apartment complexes or like HOAs, sometimes they have a common room. Look at all these ideas, you guys. Stephanie Douglas said, talk to the Chamber of Commerce in your area. They can help you find space. Agree. Chantel said, made the call last night to book 2 dates for a beginner class, aside from 2 upcoming crops, which included a beginner class. Great job, Chantel. Liz said 7 new people at our winter retreat. Woohoo! Great growth. Let's see. Beginner card class scheduled at their town senior center. That's a great place to have things too. Claire said she had 3 ladies for a collection class. Kimberly said, don't wait until the end of the year for beginner classes. Assume you're making it all the way to Jamaica at the highest level. You never know when someone will sign as an advisor. That is great advice. I also want to remind you that when you have somebody join your team in January, they are contributing to your group volume all year long. And that is one of the ways you can grow your sales, as opposed to somebody who joins in November. They're only helping contribute to the growth for 1 month or 2 months, okay? So the sooner you get people in and the sooner you meet new people and that's going to help those sales rise, right? Carrie says, I do monthly craft club at our local community center, no cost because she lives in town. Sandy said she got permission to use her high school for crops. Candace said, this is great advice. I had drop-in last-minute classes. Sandy, I got what you meant by the HS. I use that abbreviation too. That advice coming hot and heavy in the chat today. I love that y'all are helping each other. You guys, there's almost 200 of us live together right now. That's pretty incredible for the middle of the day on a Thursday. Rock on. Okay, next event. We've got Catherine Hoyt, who had a general scrapbooking class. She had 2 in attendance. And she found out that the neighbor's daughter had gotten engaged. So she contacted her about starting an album. Brilliant. Life moments are a great time to, get people scrapbooking. What worked well? She catered this class to a very specific need. You guys remember, beginner classes don't have to be a whole bunch of people. One person learning this is enough, right? And this was a really special opportunity to connect. What would you do differently? Nothing. This is exactly what it needed to be. So being in tune with the people you love and the changes they're making, right? So let's see, chat, catching up again. Rebecca said, started in January is definitely an advantage. The trip is achievable to everyone who's intentional. And she had just started in June last year. Rebecca is rocking it. I could not agree more, Rebecca. I love the growth. I've been watching your growth. You're doing an incredible job. Kathy said, I do monthly workshops at the local brewery restaurant. It brings business for me and them. And Kathy, I will give you kudos. I saw your incredible growth at your local library last year, and you were super consistent with those classes. And oh boy, did you have growth from that. So congratulations. Janice said she's making these calls a priority. I love that. Marcia said, great idea, Catherine. Claire said, I'm having a beginner card class at my local Pinspiration Center later this month. Another great place for classes. April said it only takes one is her motto. That is great. Yay, Catherine. Becky's giving you love too. Next up, we have Joy Lane, who had a page kit class with 3 in attendance. How did she invite? Word of mouth and phone calls. So multiple opportunities to invite. I think the more ways you try, the more people you get. Okay. What worked well? I offered the choice of the simple page kits from her inventory if the noteworthy simple page kit didn't suit the guest photos. But both the host and her guest chose noteworthy. It shows this kit's versatility since the guest photos were very different events. What would she do differently? I would demonstrate the border maker system or a border punch and allow the guests to add that to their page. I agree with Joy. My personal preference of where you should start, no matter when your beginner class was, if it's January or June, start with the simple page kit, you guys, the noteworthy simple page kit, the one that just came out. It's our evergreen page kit for the year. It's neutral. It's simple. Get that one done. And then let's add the monthly ones in. I'm sure you all will be holding on to extras. That customer can always go back and find those and build. I do think this is the preferred place to start, in my opinion. Okay. Mary said, I'm getting an early start. Getting an early start for the escape is key. She qualified for wildcard by March last year, which is awesome. Great job, Mary. Becky said, woohoo, Joy Lane. Debbie said, love this idea from Catherine. I'm going to reach out to parents in my neighborhood who have kids graduating high school this year and see if they want to make an album to remember the school years. I agree. Starting early. Think about how much work it is to get ready for a grad party. That's a great idea, Debbie. Lori said, yay, Catherine and Joy. Leslie Ann said, Kathy C., great idea to have an event at a brewery. Connie said, go Joy. Marcia said, I love how Joy had them bring photos and place them on the images immediately. It gets them hooked. I agree. If you can get them to bring pictures, or here's a hot tip, offer to print those pictures for them. So even if they print like 5 to 10 images, let that be a part of the class. If they get that to you by a certain amount of days in advance, that you will print that as their initial free gift. It doesn't cost much. If you've got a local like Walgreens or Walmart, you're going to pay just pennies for these prints, right? And it does add a lot of meaning to these photos. Let's get that barrier of time and not being able to go get those photos. Let's do it for them the first time, so they understand why they want to have pictures there. Okay. Diane Walker said, I just had a huge success with the new Simple Page Kit at my monthly workshop. Even my seasoned customers who had never tried them love them. Send that to me, Diane. And I think I'm featuring someone on your team today. So I'm glad you're on the call. Robin said, I've sent my Simple Page Club attendees a photo of the kit so they know what color it is, so they can bring 6 to 8 of their own pictures. That is great. I love that, knowing in advance. Rebecca said, I was excited about the Simple Page Kits at my class last night. 3 customers committed to making the noteworthy Simple Page Kits every month for their grandkids. Multiple albums being completed. That's fantastic. Debbie likes the idea of pre-printing pictures for them. When will Noteworthy be back in stock? February, Lori. It's coming in February. And Becky said, great idea, Robin. Tanya Leonard had a card kit class with 8 in attendance, and she invited people on Facebook from a specific crafting group, which is a fun place to go to find new people, right? What worked well? The one thing that worked well was that she charged for the class and they paid ahead of time, which I think helped them making the commitment to come. I refunded the class fee if they made a purchase, which they seemed to like, which I think is kind of a fun and unique idea, you guys. And I do agree, sometimes charging in advance solidifies that commitment. What would she do differently? One thing she would do is have the extra pieces to make the additional card ready and cut ahead of time so it didn't take too much time during the class. So great job, Tanya. Becky said, she said, oh my, yay, Tanya. Nancy's saying that she loves Robin's idea. April is loving this idea. With a Simple Page Kit bundle. I don't know if we're speaking the same language, Claire. I've got some screenshots later of page kits and we can look at that together in the deck. Deborah said, great idea. Tracy said, I used the Noteworthy Day Simple Page Kit for my first beginner class this year. It's available on the advisor exclusives. I don't know how much Tanya charged for the class. That is totally up to you, and it's completely dependent on what kind of class you're doing, Beverly. Sue said, great idea. I don't know, Marcia, what Tanya did. This is what you see on the screen, you guys, is what is sent to me. So this is all I know about these classes. All I know. Oh, Tanya's on. She charged $10 for this class. There you go. Mandy said there are card project. Where'd that go? There are card project recipes in the back office. So go check that out, you guys. See ya, Kristen. Have a good day. Have a good day. All right. Next up, we have Debbie, who's on the call, Debbie McLean. Oh, my thing is talking to me. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. So Debbie had a card kit class. She had 1 attend. She contacted Carrie and asked her if we could meet so I can show her how easy it is to make our cards. She said yes, and we had so much fun. She can't believe how easy the cards were to make. So thank you to Carrie. What worked well? Reconnecting with people who I had talked to before and showed a little bit of interest, but it wasn't the right time. But she came back and contacted them again, and it turned out to be a yes. So never give up. Yo, hi, Debbie. And she joined, right, Debbie? If I remember from your submission, she joined your team too. So congratulations. And you're right. You never know when the timing is going to align, right? Sometimes it's just a no, not now, not a no, not ever. So be persistent, right? As long as someone is telling you it's just about timing, it's okay to circle back. Lots of love for Debbie in the house. Good job. Carol Child said, love the Simple Page Kit, had 4 choose Q1 bundle and 3 doing monthly, but I'm having a hard time for long-time scrappers to try these kits. You know what, Carol? Use it as a breakout. And if they don't want to adapt it, they don't have to. These kits are designed for you to meet new people. But what I have heard from many others is when you get your long-term scrapbookers to give it a try, they do get very hooked on them. So maybe offer it as a fun little side class at your next event. Andrea said, I said no for 2 years. Never give up. I love that. Rebecca said she's meeting Debbie on Saturday morning so they can be pacing partners. You guys will have a lot of fun together. Nancy said Simple Page Kits are great. That's fabulous. Cheryl McInnes had a card class with 1. How did she invite? Her crops are listed in her church bulletin. Again, another unique way to advertise if this is your community. She had a new person that called her from that and wanted to learn how to make cards. What worked well? Having another downline advisor to help during the class with questions. This beginner class was held during her regular monthly crop. It also helped to talk to her beginners as she was interested in making Valentine's cards. I was able to have the February trio card kit from last year to use with her. She also tried a 2-page layout using the beginner page with the 3 papers from the Elegant Moments Quarterly Advisor paper pack. Say that 10 times fast. And she taught that layout to her regular attendees. What would she do differently? Display more of the cards that she had. Right. But again, advertising with groups that you already connect with, this person with church, but many of you are part of other clubs, right? So do you go to a gym? Are you in a sewing circle? Are you in a book club? Are you in a women's study group? Are you in a business building group in your area? There's lots of groups that are meeting, right? Um, Nancy said, I love the quarterly bundle idea. I wish they were available longer. Remember, this is new for us, you guys, these quarterly bundles. So we're going to learn as we go. We may make tweaks to this program. We also will be making tweaks to quantities of them as the year goes on. This is brand new to us, selling in that way. So be patient and know that we are listening and we hear you. Okay. So thanks for bringing that up because that's a great opportunity for me to talk about that. Candace said I did the simple page as a contest at our retreat. Whoever won got a free kit. It encouraged 6 customers to sign up for page kits. Oh, great idea. That's great, Candace. Londa said, what do you recommend we have on hand if we're just starting out? If this is your very first beginner class, you can keep it so simple. If it's a simple page kit class, have the page kit. And if you had access to a couple more, maybe showing them others that you have, right? And then focus on things that beginners really love. You're going to need tape runner, maybe showing them how to use foam squares, right? Having a corner rounder, that tends to be a tool that newcomers really love. Personal trimmer tends to be a tool that they fall in love with. You don't have to go crazy. I'm also going to be showing you later in this deck our beginner class sort of upselling way to go with the album. So I'm going to show you that. And I would recommend having 1 or 2 of those on hand. But truly, if you are like, I don't have a lot to invest in, I just want to start with the class, just start with the page kits. You can always browse digitally and help that customer put together an order without having to have inventory on hand. So it really is flexible in how we go after this. And I would, as always, encourage you to connect with your upline because they are also great at supporting through new events. So great question. Now we have Sue Millwater, who had a page kit class with 3. She was holding a weekend crop at a local hotel. She advertised on the local happenings and the moms page that were in town and 2 surrounding towns. She'd also put up a large sign with a photo of the layout in the hotel lobby, which they often will let you do. I've heard many of you doing this. It wasn't a busy weekend in the hotel, but there was one wedding and a reunion going on. Several of those ladies kept stopping in and they were looking to shop. So I showed them the layout and then they came to a class. How awesome is that? What worked well? She's continued to do the same thing throughout the last 2 years, and it has really worked. All of her events are now sold out. People who have never scrapbooked are now attending. She ran out of kits, which is an awesome problem to have, my friend. So, way to go, Sue. I love this idea of just continually advertising where you are. So, this is great. Lots of love for you in the chat, Sue. Um, Let me just catch up because there's some great hold on. I am way behind on chat. Give me a second. Marcia said when she first began, she loved the corner rounder. She needs to promote it and use it more. It is like a tool that new customers are obsessed with. It's great. Roxanne said, I keep my iPad handy to let customers explore digitally because I can't afford to have a lot of inventory. It's a great way to go. Lots of love for Sue. Saying it's awesome idea, Sue. Lots and lots of love for that. So great job. We do not have 10 cards or signs to order, but a lot of that you can do by creating with tools in the back office. And Canva is a tool that a lot of people love to print on. So if you go into the achievements group and ask how people are creating their signs, you'll get lots of advice. Okay. Think we have 1 or 2 more. We've got Robin Johnson, who had a card kit class with 2. For this class, she used texting primarily. It's a small class of an old friend and coworker. We started a group and chat, and it was there, and she shared her excitement for this class, as well as reminders as the day approached. We were happy to have more come. We were hoping to have more come, but this is how it worked out. What worked well? Because it was small, I felt like I could ask more meaningful questions to each guest about their photos in hopes of possible album making in the future. They seemed interested in the albums that she had to share, as well as other products she had on display. Oddly, it was a card trio party, but they ended up buying paper albums, so she must have had those on hand. What would she do differently? I want to transition her beginner classes to be primarily simple page kit classes. I really want my guests to create the simple layouts and excitedly move into 12 by 12 albums. The first two classes this year seemed like the card trio was a better fit for her guests, but she's ready to change directions for future classes. And I do think this is my last one because I loved that segue. Yep. Because I agree. We talked a lot about cards in the past, and they are an easy way to meet new people. And page kits, paper albums, we tried those for a while, but what we are finding is that the simple page kits help transition new customers into traditional scrapbooking, and it is an easier transition. Okay, so that's going to lead into our conversation for today. Beth says she uses postcards in the back office. There's a free version on Canva, which is great. Don said, I demoed the current corner rounder at a retreat and sold out of them and had to take orders. That's so great. April said, my upline is Robin. So yay, Robin. Pam said, I bought enough of the simple page kit bundles to give one kit in pocket as a customer gift at my retreat. I have a couple extra bundles for those that want all 3 kits. That's great. Deborah said, I wish the blue pockets were available all year long with the simple page kit. Send that into product suggestions. Okay. Whew. Did we get some ideas? I need a drink because you guys are rocking this chat and I'm talking a lot today. So this is great. I think we've got a lot already and we haven't even gotten into the meat of the training or the sneak peek yet. Everyone's saying loads of ideas today. This is great. Okay, so let's get into the meat of our training by finding our groove. Pam, I see your suggestion. Again, if you have product suggestions, you guys, send them to cmproductsuggestions@creativememories.com. We love to hear what you're thinking. Okay, let's get it sent in. Whew. So beginner classes in 2025. This is kind of our theme for today. The 2025 escape year has begun for traveling to Jamaica in 2026. Okay, so whether you're going for that or not, even if Jamaica is not on your radar, the framework of the trip is a great place for you to start because it is general growth in business, right? It's thinking about lifting your business in all the ways we would want to grow in sales, in meeting new people, in growing our team. And beginner classes is really the pinnacle of all of it, right? And that is why we focus on them here at Create the Best, because they are the center of your growth. You need to grow your sales, you should meet new people. You want to grow your team, you need to meet new people. You're trying to add new energy to your events? Well, guess what? You got to meet new people. And how do we do that? We do beginner classes, right? Beginner classes is how you meet new people. It is the vehicle to fill what they call in sales the top of your funnel, right? If we aren't constantly adding to the top of the funnel, think about a funnel, right? It's really big at the top and really small at the bottom. Why is that? Because not everybody that comes to a beginner class is going to wind up here at the bottom of the funnel as a regular customer. That is why we have to always add into our business. If we don't continually inject new blood, your business will slowly dwindle over time. People can only spend so much. Once you get regular customers in and they have all the tools, their spending habits do change, right? Brand new advisors or brand new customers, there's a lot more for them to buy because they don't have anything yet. And it's all very exciting and new. People's hobbies change, people move, people retire, their circumstances change. And unfortunately, we lose people every once in a while. So if we don't fill our funnel, your business will do this over time until it doesn't really exist anymore. So if you want a healthy and thriving business, you have to meet new people. Okay. Jen said this is her first live training and she loves my energy. Oh, Jen, thank you. I'm glad that you're feeling that this is uplifting. That is why we do this, right? Thank you, ladies. Thanks for making my day. I absolutely love these trainings. They're so much fun. So, meeting new people is the key to growth. And we can talk about other concepts as we go. But today I want to expand a little on page kits. Okay. So page kits, we know they're working. We're seeing the growth. We're seeing it in your teams. We're seeing it in your sales. Page kits, they work, you guys. It doesn't mean that card kits are gone or you can't use them or you can't do fold over classes or you can't train in other ways. You absolutely can. But if you're new to this or you're struggling with that growth, I want you to go to the basics. I want you to do a simple page kit class. And you're going to be amazed at how easy it is and how simple it is for you to transition from a first time customer to a repeat customer. Okay. And if someone wants to try cards and that's how you're going to get them in the door, do it, right? Like we're not turning down sales here. But what I would encourage you to do then is turn it into a hybrid class. Say, you know what? Thanks for coming. I know you paid for the cards today, but you know, I'm going to throw in a simple page kit because I really want you to see how easy this is. Might be a small investment in your business. What are they? $5 in the US, $5.50. And then you got your commission on that. So remember that. But this is a great way to say, hey, let's just try this. I highly encourage it. First one's on me. If you love it, we're going to come back next month and we're going to keep building on it. Okay. If you attended the end of the year webinar, you've seen that we are rewarding you for getting out there and doing beginner classes this year. So I want to take a look at some screenshots. I'm going to get caught up in the chat here real quick. Okay. Candace said she has to meet new people this year. I agree, Candace. We've talked about that and I know you're working hard on it. Nancy said, agree, Jen, you will love these calls. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Beth said, 100% agree with that. You have to meet newbies all the time to grow. I agree. Sue said, tell them to bring a friend to the crop. Simple way to grow. Love that. Oh, Debbie, I love you. Thank you for saying I'm the best. I do like being the cheerleader. It's a fun job to have. Claire said, Page Kits classes are the best. And Debbie Taylor said, I've combined a card and simple page class and it works well. That's awesome. Christy said, I asked people to be my guinea pig and have them try something new. That is a great way to reach family and friends who are hesitant to try this. Say, can you just be my test dummy? Right? I need to test this out. And then they fall in love with it too. Linda said, I like to have new customers use the tape runners and foam squares as an opener for beginner classes and then transition them into the page kit. That's great. Tanya said she's following up with 2 new people that reached out to her. Yay, Tanya. That's great. So this was from our end of the year party. Okay. And this is how you can earn the right to purchase the apron this year. If you remember, this apron was around last year. We gave it out for free when you had 4 people on your team, when you grew 4 people in 1 year. And we wanted to bring this back this year in a different way. And so when you host 4 beginner classes, and you do the simple steps to submit them, just like you would for the escape. Register them on the website, take a photo at the class, fill out the link and send it into us. We will upload the apron and you will be able to purchase it. And it is such a beautiful way to have a uniform for your events. It looks incredibly professional. It looks great on all body shapes. Allison and I both tried it on. You know, she's our resident, like super fit girl, and I am our curvy girl. And even I love it, right? I love the apron. It fits so comfortably and it is a great uniform for your event. Candace said she gets lots of compliments on her uniform. Liz said she did a kids class with new moms that want a scrapbook. That's great. Becky Belote said also remember to do one-on-ones. I think sometimes we think that one doesn't matter, but if you only get 1 new client a week, even 2 a month, or even 1 a month, what would 12 to 52 new clients in your business look like this year? Stop waiting for the big class and get good with the one-on-ones. Could not agree more. I preach that in this call all the time, Becky, all the time. 1 new person is still someone new. Rhonda wants the apron. You got get those beginner classes in, girls. Let's go. right? We can do this. Can they be card kit beginner classes? Yes, they can be any kind of beginner class. It doesn't have to be a page kit. We are encouraging you to try the page kit, okay? Because I do think it is a great way to meet new people. Lots of love for Becky in the chat. Great advice, Becky. Diane said, card kits and page kits are my go-to for new classes. I'm constantly asking new customers to invite new people. Her last beginner class had a lady that found her on the website. Oh, we're talking about that in a little bit. Good foreshadowing for me, Diane. Yes, Rhonda and Marsha are in. Okay, so we're hosting 4 beginner classes, right? And then this is something we introduced this year, which is these albums that are focused for beginners. So we're going to look at that in a second. And then we're going to qualify for our apron and we're going to buy it and we're going to have a beautiful uniform to wear. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. Page kits. We've talked a lot about them. I'm just showing you a couple that are current. There are other page kits on our website to purchase. Okay. So the page kit bundle is gone for right now. I addressed this with Nancy. These are available at the beginning of the quarter for a limited time. We're hearing that that's not enough time. We're taking that under advisement. I don't know what's going to change or if anything is going to change, but we hear you. Okay. So you can buy these in a bundle at the beginning of the quarter. Okay. What's available right now is the Noteworthy Days Simple Page Kit. There is an advisor version as well. And this is the evergreen page kit for the year. And then we have our Noteworthy Simple Page Kit number 1. So this is January's page kit, right? So these are a selection of things that are available. I highly recommend you just start with the Noteworthy Days Simple Page Kit, okay? And then have the number 1 on hand as an add-on purchase or for your next month. All right. Beth loves the albums. We're going to talk about that in a second. Londa said, has anyone tried mom's homeschooling groups and have them bring their kids? Yes, we've seen that example many times on Create the Best, Londa. It's a great place to go. And we see a lot of nursing home classes as well. Jackie said, how do we know that our beginner classes went through? You get an email. There's nothing that you're going to see on the Jamaica page. You get an email from us that we got it. If you're questioning whether or not we received it, email coach@creativememories.com. Sue said, reminder, you have until tomorrow to purchase your CM decal. Yeah, your stickers. You're going to need till tomorrow. Becky said, I also love the last year bundles with the free extra one for our new clients that haven't seen them before. I'll agree. And they're available to purchase still. Diane said it takes a couple points to post, couple weeks to post points. Yes, it does. And you know what? We don't update. We don't start doing recognition for the escape for quite a while because we don't see anyone earn it early. So I'm not even sure when we will start to upload points. Okay. Beth said we have great kids kits. Agree. Heather said several of my customers are from moms groups. There you go. So here are some of the things available for classes. Highly recommend these. These are going to work for almost everybody because they're beautiful neutrals, right? Now, once you have somebody at your class, how are we getting them to come back, right? Retention is the key here. So I talked earlier about have them send them your pictures, right? So you print their pictures off the first time for them. Just do that the first time, they'll catch on. But once they get those pictures, those memories down on their kits, they add the journaling in. These pages immediately become more precious. They're more important with our memories on them. Before our memories are on them, it's just a piece of paper. What makes scrapbooking special is the you in it, right? So having those photos on there, it's not a deal breaker, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And then we have this conversation, and that is why I recommend you have a couple of these on hand. You don't have to, if you can't afford them all, don't buy them all. If you can't afford them at all, just show them digitally. But this is something that you as an advisor can purchase. They come in 3 colors. These are the beginner class albums. They come in navy, they come in Caribbean, and they come in pebble. Right now, the most loved one is navy. I will tell you that. Then you have your choice of top loaders or white jeeped pages. Well, then I got a cough again. I'm sparing you the audio, my loves. Where would I start? If I could only afford one, what would I buy? I would probably buy navy and I would buy top loaders. Okay. That is the most loved color right now. My personal preference, if you ask this millennial what color she wants in her home, it's pebble. But navy is the most loved at the moment. I would choose top loaders because we're going to take that simple page kit and we're going to slide her in. And when they buy the bundle from you, they get the tape runner for free. That's a great deal. If I'm just starting out scrapbooking, I don't have anything yet, and you absolutely need tape runner. So this is where we have that conversation of what goes next. We get them invested in coming to monthly page kit classes, right? Suddenly they're coming to crops. They have their first album. They have to build it. They're going to want to come to classes to build the album. This is an easy way to upsell at your events. Okay. All right, let's go catch up in the comments. Rebecca said, keep track of your beginner classes on your tracker to keep yourself inspired. Love that advice, Rebecca. Will these albums be available all year? Yes, right now that's the plan. I always like to say that's our intention. These are going to be available. This is the plan this year. And we'll see how the year shapes up, right? Debbie said, do you know if the beginner's class catalog is being updated? Yes, we are working on a beginner class catalog right now, actually. So you'll see that coming out. I don't know what the print date is, Debbie, but we are in the final stages of that catalog, trying to get it ready to go to print. Debbie said, love the top loaders. Agree. That's my favorite way to go. I believe, Kathy, all the colors should be available in both selections. They should be available with, these are the ones I copied on here. There are 2 for each color of album. So if you see the Caribbean in the middle, the Caribbean has the top loader and the white. They all have both. I'm sorry, I should have put all 6 on here if that's confusing. And that is the US pricing, FYI. Debbie said it would be nice to have, hold on. Debbie said the easier the better, and who doesn't love free? Agree. It's a great proposition value. Robin said, my youngest customer is 24 and loves the top loaders. I love the top loaders. I think it's easier personally. Kathy said she loves the Caribbean. Rhonda said, where's the tracker? The tracker is located on the Escape landing page. So when you log in as an advisor, you go to it's a drop-down menu. It's something advisor. It's like your back office. There's a little picture of the Escape. Click on it. It's going to bring you to where all the important stuff is. Okay. Lisa said she bought the Caribbean and she loves that color scheme, and I will show it. And if they want another color, she'll order it. I love that. But she'll use the Caribbean if it doesn't sell. Great idea. Pam said, I forgot about the free tape runners when she ordered these. And she had to work with customer service to get that fixed. Trackers on the landing page. I just talked about it. It's under the HQ area. Thank you, Beth. Sales history shows that blue albums sell the best. Blue is very well loved. Blue and green are our loved colors. Jana's jumping off. She's going to watch the rest later. Thanks for joining us. Is this repositionable tape? It looks like it, doesn't it? Because that's the green insert. So I would say, yes, it is repositionable, but the details will be on the page. Sue said 68 in Canada. They do have 16. Usually it is 12, but these have 16. Make the top loading page album with all the old simple page kits done in it. Great demo. Yes, Stephanie. Make a demo album so they can see how it builds. That is great advice. Thank you for reminding me of that. Emily said, I love the simple page kits and doing my first class of 2025 this Saturday. Debbie got hers. Yes, Debbie Martin is confirming it is repo tape. I did the top loading album with calendar pages last year and it was a huge hit. Thank you, Emily, for sharing that idea. Great one. Heidi said, I'm really glad you shared that Pebble was your favorite because that is my least favorite. Not to show my age, but a good reminder that home office knows their market. I will show you guys next week my lineup of albums. They are the most neutral that I can find. I always pick the neutral albums. Under advisor exclusives, it is advisor exclusives. This deal is an advisor exclusive. Mom Beth said, I just did that for my YouTube page, showing them how to make it fast and for the new moms and brides. Great idea. Chris said the top page will work well with simple page kits. It's perfect with simple page kits. And you can adhere a simple page kit to a white page too. I just think the top loaders is is how I would go. It keeps it very simple and uses less supplies, right? Kathy said my demo album is a great selling tool, introduces them to top loading pages. Sharon said in a demo album also include classes you have taught or sketches. That's a great idea. Londa said, do we want to steer new customers to do the virtual crops with sketches each week or keep them coming to see me? Or are the sketches just for CM advisors? So I will say, Londa, generally, when you find a customer that wants to meet in person, they are a different person than someone who comes virtually. They tend to not like both, if that makes sense. So if you're going to build a virtual community, they are often a community that wants to stay virtual, if that makes sense. If you're looking for more guidance, you can always email coach@creativememories.com. All right, I got to move this on. This call is going long today, you guys. I love it that you're hanging on, and I'm so sorry. Okay. This was a great example sent to us that we saw on Facebook, and this is from Diane Walker's team. And Diane, she doesn't have her name on here, so throw it in the chat for me. Thank you, Creative Memories, for devising the simple page kits with 4 to 5 cuts that allow our beginners the confidence in learning to scrapbook. Due to this awesome invention, she received a new customer who joined at a workshop devised by Allison, our CEO, and her upline, Diane. So great job to you. Jean, that's who it is, Jean Bristol. So yay, Jean. I love seeing you guys in action using your simple page kits. And yes, this is an easy way. This call is fun with lots of ideas. I'm good. I'm just so sorry it's going long today. Okay. Okay. This is one more example I wanted to show you. This just happened this week on Instagram. This beautiful woman, I would guess she's in her late 20s, early 30s. Okay. She posted a video and we got tagged in it of her love of creative memories, basically. Okay. And that's what beginner class is about. It's about getting the first memory done. It's a rush of excitement. When they see their photo hit the page, they see their handwriting. And this was echoed in this video. She talks about basically she's been trying to scrapbook for years because her mom was a scrapbooker, but she was trying to do it digitally. And every time she sat down to do it digitally, she ended up walking away. Why? Because it felt like work. She wanted to get away from her computer. She's a photographer, so she's editing on her computer all day. So instead, she decided to kick it old school like her mom did. And her mom happened to have a whole bunch of creative memory supplies. So she gifted them to her daughter. And she is now going on her own scrapbooking journey to create what she's calling a yearbook. So there you go, a trendy word for you. And so she's going to start like a scrapbooking club for her friends on Instagram, and they're going to do it together. And what she loved about her mom's books was that she got to see her mom's creativity shine because it was all done by hand. There was nothing digital about her mom's books. And she got to see her mom's handwriting. So I just wanted to encourage you. This is so true. All of us younger, the younger generations, they're online a lot, right? They are behind screens all day. And sometimes the last thing you want to do to unwind is get on a screen. So I love this testimony about traditional scrapbooking making its comeback, right? And we all know how much we love it. It's never gone away for us, but it is introducing our younger generations to the joy of working with your hands and helping them get hooked. So I just wanted to share this example. I thought it was so special. It gave me goosebumps listening to her talk about it. Robin said this is why she enjoys traditional scrapbooking. She works 40 hours a week online. She wants to get off her computer, right? And I agree. I think it feels good. Andrea said this makes her a little teary. It's so special. It is so special. Christy said, I noticed what looks like a vision board behind her. Crafting, creating, scrapbooking often go together. I agree. Tiffany said top loading pages are her favorite. But her customers happen to love Happy Album. I love that. Send it in, send your suggestions in. So I wanted to share this example, right? And this is a way to just lead into what we're about to do, which is I've got an unveiling coming next. Okay. So one of the ways you can meet new customers is by making sure your events are on your website. Somebody already said it on this call today that they had an event on the website and that's how somebody found them. Happens all the time. We personally at home office are driving customers to the website. And if you're not on here, they're not going to find you. Okay. Remember that the event date is posted, not the location. So don't be afraid to post your events, even if they are a private event, because you have to submit them for beginner classes. It's more about a customer seeing how active you are. By submitting your events, you're giving them something to contact you about. You're the one that gives them the details. So if they say, I'm interested in this event on February 15th, and you know that's a private event, all you have to say back to them is, oh, darn, that one sold out. But here's 3 other events I have in the next month. Let's find one for you, right? Remember, this is a required step for those beginner classes, so don't be afraid. And here's where the announcement is. Are you ready? Are we ready? Drum roll, give me something. We are giving our events page a facelift. Yay! And it's happening next week, right? It's happening next week. First of all, before I show you the screenshots, I want you to meet Sheila. I talked about at the end of the year party that we are expanding our home office team. We hired Sheila at the beginning of December. She's our new VP of marketing. This is her beautiful family. She's an absolute delight, you guys. She's incredible to work with. She's smart. She's savvy. She's quick. She's picking up so fast. Y'all are going to love her. So Sheila's goal is to grow awareness for Creative Memories and drive new customers to your events. More customers to the website means more customers seeing and searching and attending advisor events and then becoming advisors. Many of you mentioned people meeting you who say Creative Memories is back. Well, it's our job to try to drive them to you and get them to your events. And guess what Sheila's first milestone has been? Improving our event registration experience on our website. So let's start off with what does that look like today? This is what our event search looks like today. It's kind of cumbersome and there's a lot of ways to search. And I will tell you that almost everyone that comes to our site to search, because we can track this data, they're not using by state. They're not searching by date. They're searching by zip code. Okay. And so this is a lot and it's kind of boring. The word that Sheila used was transactional and I couldn't agree more. And then when you hit search, this is what it looks like. I use my zip code. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to warn you, we are still tweaking this. This is going to go live next week. So some of this language may shift. We're getting some feedback from some of our leaders. So this is not 100% set in stone, but this is what it will look like. And it'll be some version of this. Okay. So, and when you click on RSVP today, all it says is the email of the advisor. So then they have to get that email, pull it out, put it in there. It's more work, right? We're relying on them to pull that information out and email you. So we're making it easier. Ta-da! How beautiful is this? Does this not kind of mimic the feel of the join page? A little more welcoming, a little less transactional, and a lot more beautiful. We see smiling faces. We've made it so easy. Just put your zip code in. We'll find it for you. Does this not scream family? Does this not scream you're welcome here? Experience the magic of our community, right? Attend our event. Great makeover. All they have to do is put their postal code in. Then they come to this. They're going to see that same great breakout. They're going to see that same, it's going to go by location closest to them first, and then date. Okay. So it's breaking out by location and then by date. Today, they click on RSVP and we send them your email and require for them to reach out. Today, we're going to change that. We're changing that to get a capture of information that they can submit directly to you. What do you think? This is where we might tweak the language a little bit. So just know that this may shift. But today, what we're going to ask for is their email address and their personal information. We're also going to ask them what level of scrapbooker are they? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced. That's going to be helpful for you when trying to pair them up with the right kind of event. We're also going to ask them, hey, you want to bring a friend? How many guests do you want to come to this event with? Scrapbooking is more fun with our friends. Then we're going to ask them, how did they find out? How did they find out about us? Did you see us on Facebook? This is as much important as for us as it is for you. We need to know that we're driving people properly to the website to find you. And then they can send you a comment. I'm excited to come. I've never scrapbooked before. I can't wait to learn. You know, they can give you some comments. Then they're going to hit RSVP. That's going to go to your inbox. And then you're going to get this. So you got to watch your email, friends. You got to watch your email. You're going to say, it's going to come to you and say, hey, great news. Someone wants to sign up for your event. Right? And here's the information that we just asked for on this page. It's flowing through on this page. And then it's your job to follow up. What do we think? I'm seeing so much love. I'm not going to be able to go backwards in this chat for questions because we are so short on time. But I'm going to go ahead and take this chat and send it to our team so they can see it today. And I can come back to address questions, but this is all going to be launched tomorrow in your email. So I'm guessing a lot of the questions you may have are going to be addressed there. Okay. We are working on improving our processes this year, and this is just one of the ways we're doing that. So I hope you love it. Welcome Sheila to our team. She's fabulous. Okay. When will this be live? We plan on rolling it out as early as Monday, but it's going to depend on the tweaks we're making. And you're going to see this in your email tomorrow. Okay. So get out there and get your events on our website, right? Get it out there. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm bringing back the year's supply of tape runner refills. It's back. We're doing it again this run. So every week I will give you a challenge to earn yourself the potential to win a year's supply of tape runner refills. How are you going to get entered to win this year? Or this year, this class. So what it is it's 24 repo refills, okay? To be entered to win, when I post the recording of this call later today, I want you to go out there and you're going to comment. But first you got to do this. You got to enter an event on our website. You got to get out there and get your events posted. And when you've done that, I want you to come back and comment on the call, on the recording. I'm ready to meet new customers. And that's how I will know that you did the homework. I'm ready to meet new customers. That's it. Go register your events. If all your events are in, Deborah, then you've already done the work. You're just going to comment on the recording. I'm ready to meet new customers. Okay. That's it. Get out there, get an event posted, come back and say, I'm ready to meet new customers. If all your dates are already submitted, you're ahead of the game. We're also going to have another giveaway because of course one's not enough. So I'm giving away the Snow Globes decorative border punch every single week to one person. This was included last year in the Enchanted Snow Globe Black Friday bundle. Actually, not last year, 2023. Can you believe how fast this year is getting ahead of us? So to get this entered, you're also going to comment in a separate comment your biggest takeaway from today's call. Okay. So to get entered for the repo refill for a year, we're going to go out there. We're going to enter our event. We're going to say, I'm ready to meet new customers. To get entered for this one, we're commenting our biggest takeaway. Okay. 3 more victories to celebrate, and I'm going to let you guys go. So thanks for hanging on with me today. All right. Victory number 1 from Carolyn Dixon. Had her first weekend retreat, had 30 signed up to do her Noteworthy Days Page Club. They're loving this new collection. She had 2 new beginners get hooked. One's registered for the next month of Celebrations products that were a hit at her breakout. They used the Q4 recipe for that one. Great idea, Carolyn. She's been doing this for a while now. It's something that I would encourage you to implement as a monthly Page Kit Club. Next up, Deborah's on the call. We've got Deborah Moore, who had a first beginner event of 2025. It's a mixed group of interest with 2 trio card kits, an 8x8 single page kits, things that she would do differently. I needed an extra trimmer and a corner rounder because these tools were selling themselves. Congratulations, Deborah, on your event. And finally, we have Christy Powell, 2 beginner classes on Saturday, 2 new people to each. Off to a great start. We made it. Thank you for hanging in with me today. I will have another sneak peek next week. I knew it wasn't going to fit in today's deck. We just had too much to go over. I'm going to share all the love to our designer, to Sheila. Thank you for coming. I love you guys. Happy 2025. I will see you right back here a week from now. They don't normally go this long. We'll keep it a little more tight. Bye, you guys. Have an amazing